It is 1st of September, Friday. We are going away for the weekend, but next weekend we've got this potentially coming towards us, Hurricane Irma. She's already a Cat 3 in the middle of the Atlantic, which is not a good sign. It's too early to say what's going to be happening at the moment, but we're keeping a real serious eye on it, and it is a little bit scary.
Simon is pulling out the head sail, and we're gonna see if it's too windy or not to take it down before the storm hits. So what we have to do is open it up so we can feed it down the track to take it off.
Yeah, if you just release a bit of pressure on the halyard so I can undo down the bottom here.
So I just wrapped the Genoa halyard around the winch a couple times and then released the brake on it to relieve the pressure of it at the top. And that will help Simon to pull it off the track there. We're just going to pull it down onto the boat.
Just untightened it there. I haven't taken it off because otherwise it's going to be flapping out. So what we're going to do now is drop it slowly down, fold it onto the deck, and then unattach it from the halyard and fold it up as best we can on deck. We're going to take it onto shore, take it to somewhere big, and Kim and I will be folding it up and putting it away.
So I'm going to release the halyard down about 6 feet, and then Simon's going to fold a bit, and then I'm going to release more, and then fold, and then release more. You wouldn't think a hurricane was coming, would you? Okay, we're getting it down. Not much more to go. Now we have to somehow roll this all up and get it into a trolley so we can take it somewhere to fold it properly. We've got one strap around it using sail ties, and then we're going to put another one. And then the plan is to use a halyard to lower it down onto a trolley. It's almost in there. So we've got it in the little trolley.
There's 3 potential courses. Well, 2 out of the 3 are going to make it well. I think it's going to mix.
It's as calm as could possibly be. Definitely don't want to sound like dramatic or doomsday or anything, but if anything over like a Cat 3 hits this marina, the marina's gone. 4 or 5 will just take it. It's a floating dock, so the chains can only hold so much, and a surge up could really just pull it right out. So of course it's always better to be safe than sorry, so still don't know what our plans are yet.
Looking a bit better.
50-50. That's better than it was. Better than it was. We listened to Chris Parker this morning.
Yeah.
And he's giving it more like 50% chance to stay across Cuba, Veradero, and then the Keys, and then turn north, kind of go straight up Florida.
Time for a coffee break. We were just told that the Hurricane Irma is a Cat 5 now, How many miles per hour wind is that, Simon?
It's over 155.
Yikes, 155 miles per hour wind. It's heading towards the British Virgin Islands, I think now. There's a couple models. Some say that it's going to come up the Florida coast and then hit Charleston or Savannah, or even Myrtle Beach has been mentioned. And some models are showing it going almost past Florida, coming around in the Gulf, hitting Florida on the Gulf side, and then potentially dissipating. But wherever it hits, I do fear it's going to be pretty catastrophic. The reason it takes so long for us to do things, aside from the fact that it does take a long time, is that Simon stops and talks to everyone. And I mean everyone. Thought you'd never get down here.
I was just helping them out with telling them what to do. My ideas of what to do. Whether they're right or wrong, I don't know.
Okay, we just hoisted it back up with the halyard, and what we're going to do is pop it down through the forward hatch and leave it in the forward cabin. Just a summary of how we get our main sail off. What we'll do is we will take the cover off, and then there's a track that the sail is on, and there's a little piece we have to take out of the track. Once that's out, we can lift the main sail up and off of the track. It slowly kind of falls over the side. Once again, we kind of crumple it up as best as we can, get it into the trolley, and we'll take it up to the resort so that we can fold it up nicely, and then that too will also go into our forward berth.
So I like taking this off for when we're going sailing, but I don't like taking it off for what we're having to do with this hurricane. We've taken the main off and tied it up as best we can from the boat, and then we're going to take it up to dry it off because it's a little bit wet, and then fold it up properly.
Yeah, it's a big sail.
Yeah.
But who says two people can't do it? Great job, honey.
One looks terrible and two look bad.
Simon has stopped again to chat. We had a crash, but we recovered.
It can't hurt. I think I'm gonna do mine.
Okay, finally, we're back on the road again.
Back on the track.
How far away is this place? Ah, is this where we're going? Nice patch of grass. Okay, so we've got the sail out. We're just gonna let it dry now. So I think we're gonna go grab a coffee. There is the main. Now we can take that back to the boat and store it. Okay, he has stopped once again. On the road again. Just noticing some more sails that have been taken off. It's in!
No, I'm not staying on the boat. I'm not staying on the boat. No, the boat surviving up there. Okay, I just got off with my friend Matt, who's a skipper here, and he has lots of boats in his where he works with and looks after, and he's just told me that we need to get the boat up there now because it's going to be a madhouse. This is one of the worst hurricanes that's ever going to hit the United States. And he told me, I said, I don't know, I'm going to get the kids and out, get Sienna and Kim onto shore. He says, we'll take a dinghy. He said, but before you do that, go to Walmart, buy the worst piece of shit dinghy you can find, kayak you can find, and then take them in, then come back, take the dinghy back to shore, and then just put it in the woods, tie it off in the woods, and hopefully it'll still be there when you get back. And then asking him what he thinks the chances of survival for BRITICAN, and he said not good.
What's it look like?
It's terrible. That's going to hit us.
Which model is that?
European.
The European model's now showing hitting us?
Yeah.
Oh man. So all models are showing that we're gonna be hit. Okay. Simon, let's just get the boat up the river and get out of here now. They're already reporting there's no water in Georgia. Yesterday I went to Publix, I couldn't get any water. Let's just get out of here, okay?
Look at that. Straight over you, straight over us.
I know, Sam. We've been looking at this for days. I really think we've just got to get the boat up. And we've got to get up
No, it's going up the coast.
to my brother's.
It's turning earlier.
Yeah. Well, this was our biggest fear. But keep in mind, it's still a week. It's still a week. Yeah, and it's still a model. All right, come on. Let's get up and let's get going.
Going to Ron on the next boat, see what he's talking. He's getting Chris Parker, who's a meteorologist, a local meteorologist.
So he's getting an update over on his boat.
Yeah.
Okay. So I just started packing my stuff.
The boat survived.
It's right there. We can only really take one bag each because that's all the car will hold. So it's really hard to pick. It's really hard to pick what you want to take and what you don't want to take. So I'm taking clothes that are like my favorites. Probably no shoes. And a couple books and some bathing suits and my favorite belt. And that's it. It's really very uncomfortable feeling to know that this might all be gone. I've got Sienna packed. I picked like the things that she loves most, and just things that have like a memory about them, like when we crossed the Atlantic, and like her BRITICAN oyster regatta palma, so stuff that has a name on it because it's a memory, and her jewelry box. And I packed her little bag full of Shopkins just to, you know, give her a little something. And the rest is all gonna stay. Her stuffed animals, got all of them down there, all her toys, everything's gonna just have to stay in the boat. Over here I've got all of our technology stuff, so computers, iPads, microphones, our satellite stuff. Also has I have our important documents boat documents here, and Sienna's asthma inhaler, because every once in a while she has problems, so that's important to have. Okay, just for inventory purposes, we've got our mainsail, our jib, and that's our Sombrella boat cover. We've got our mainsail cover, and then underneath down below we've got our stay sail and storm jib. Okay, it's high tide at 8:30, but about 15 minutes, so Simon's making the boat ready so that we can leave this slip. During low tide right behind us here, our boat won't make it through because there's a ridge right where I'm pointing at between us and the other boats. So the open space down there right before that big white motorboat is right on the other side of the boat called Rowan. We're gonna dock up there so that we can get out of the marina whether it's low tide or not. We just came from over there, so we pulled out and then came in here and we backed in, and the exit to the marina is where that boat is coming in right now, so real easy shot right out, and then we go under the bridge and carry on up the river. First bag going off. Oh, we both have the same t-shirts on.
We're going to lose our way of life, our home, our beautiful boat. It's horrible.
So yesterday we got one of the last things of water at Publix, and this is the first bag going in. We'll see how much we can cram in there of our life. So I'm going around and I'm closing all of the windows and I'm putting towels underneath them.
Yep.
So if a window does get broken or does leak, at least hopefully like the blankets will soak up some of the water.
Yeah.
Last time during Massey we didn't have any windows leaking, but I did the same thing.
And we had a big rain, and how did the leaks do that I've helped fix?
Oh, finally our forward leak has been fixed.
Yes.
And Sienna's bedroom leak, that has been fixed.
And the above the main window?
That has been fixed. We can say, for the first time in a long time, we are fairly leak-free. And it would be a real shame if you know, the worst happens.
Okay.
Okay, we just took the solar panels off the bimini and we're going to store them in the bathroom down below. Bimini's coming off now. Taking the spray hood off now.
Okay, last little bit. Fold it up nice and neat and put it away.
I've just turned the freezer off and it will defrost naturally, and I've just left some beer and wine in there, so maybe we'll be able to drink that when we get back.
This is a snubber.
Yeah.
It's going to go out there and it's going to be under a lot of tension and a lot of movement, so protect it. I've wrapped an old towel and I'm putting duct tape, masking tape, whichever you call it, over the top, and I'm going to do the other side. That was for our old one.
That was the last time
we went out, and it worked really well.
Yeah, the last time during Matthew. Last hurricane worked well. Desperately trying to dry up all of our cushions because I need to store these downstairs, and all around us is just rain clouds, so they're almost dry. We're filling up our last load. I've got the freezer all cleared out. I'll wait until it defrosts and then just clean that out. It's 1 o'clock and I feel like I can barely stand. My back hurts. So the forward berth has all the cushions. It has the bimini covered, the spray hood, the sails, And we also bagged up the tops of the vents, and I've put the pillows, the cushions alongside the windows, hoping that, you know, if they do break, that will limit any damage. At the very last minute, I emptied Sienna's Lego collection into a bag, and I also emptied her Shopkins in one of her Shopkin doll houses. Just thinking, you know, something that would make her feel good to have if we lose everything. Is my cutie pie home? Oh, you're upset. Sienna wants to take this stuff too. I explained to her that we don't really have the room, but we're gonna see if we can fit it in. Yeah, yeah. That'll make you feel better. It's gonna be okay, Sienna.
Charleston Harbour Marina. This is BRITICAN over.
This is Charleston Harbour Marina. Charleston Harbour Marina. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm on Alpha 31. I was just wondering if someone could help us with the lines we're leaving now, over.
Roger that. Stand by one moment.
It's on, and we're going to cast off very soon. And we're going to head up the river. Simon is wrapping up the fenders in hefty bags and dropping them down while it's raining outside. We've now put all of the fenders in here. We covered them with plastic bags so that they don't hopefully stink up the place, because they have been used and they have a little bit of growth on them, which we just don't have the time to clean off right now.
So Kim, how are you feeling?
I feel a lot more relaxed than the last time.
Why is that?
Well, I suppose this time it's during the light. I know where we're going. So it's kind of like I've done it before. I still feel sick about everything. But at least this part of the process is not unknown. I know what's going to happen. I know how it's going to unfold right here. Yeah, me and Simon are chatting away, and lo and behold, there's a ship right here. We didn't really notice it was kind of coming straight at us.
We just left the dock.
Yeah, he just left the dock, to be fair. But the boat ahead of us, Ron and Mercedes are on there, and Ron just came over on the VHF saying, Simon, slide over to your right. Last time we came up this river for Hurricane Matthew, the water temperature kept overheating, and we found out that it was because we had barnacles in our raw water intake and we weren't getting enough cooling water. But this time we made sure that there were no barnacles before we left. I think that's a paper factory. ahead, there's stuff all in the water. I don't know if it's, I have no idea. Okay, Samana just turned around. Okay, so we're doing a quick hard left, and we're gonna go around the other side of this, and there is Samana. I believe they're dredging, so there was no way to make it through there. Ron's trying to hail the dredge operator. We really don't know how to get through here. So I wonder if these dredgers know or realize that there's going to be a lot of boats coming down this way.
Because we had to move out of the way of the dredger and all the pipes and the bars over there, we got down to 1.8 metres.
Ron and Mercedes are just passing us now, and we're just going to follow them up. These guys are hurricane veterans. I think this is their 4th hurricane that they've survived, and the boat has survived. So they're good people to know. It's quieter now, like the wind has died.
Like 4.
Yeah.
Instead of 34.
Yeah, maybe this will, you know, make an impact, you know, being this far inland. How much longer, son?
About 30-40 minutes, I think.
Yeah, there's Ron and Mercedes just ahead of us.
Kind of like a prison.
Yeah,
But the windows
a silo prison.
Yeah.
So this is as far as we can go because there's wires. Tina's behind Simon. We've got the bridle on, or the snubber, and Simon wrapped it with tape. Let's see if I can get over here. So that's going to cause the chain, take the load off the chain from the winch. Simon has tied the wheel off in the central position so that it can't fly about. Okay, I'm using my hurricane preparedness, a checklist to help you protect your boat. We are literally going through it, and I just asked Simon, is anything still out? And he just saw a gas canister, so that's getting put below. Okay, what else do we have to do? How are you, Sienna? I hear them coming back, so we're gonna go soon, okay? We have once again had to use my hurricane preparedness checklist. We used it. I don't think there's anything else we can do. Yeah? So how do you feel, Simon?
Sick.
Yeah. But we've done everything on the list. More, I'm gonna add a few things. Got things taped down. What else can we do?
Wish us good luck.
Yeah. What?
We could just forget there's even a hurricane and get to a place that we're at and just say, oh, well, I hope BRITICAN's okay because we left her because we're going on vacation.
Yeah, so pretend it's not a hurricane.
It's like a honeymoon.
Okay.
Goodbye, BRITICAN. Okay, there's gonna be a little jerk, Sienna. Okay, we're getting towed in because our engine's running a bit idling too high on the outboard. So goodbye, BRITICAN. We love you. Be safe, please. Be here when we get back, all in one piece. BRITICAN is out there somewhere. So we've under an hour to go, and we should arrive at my brother's at 3:15.
Destination is ahead.
Yep, 3:20, Sienna. It's way past your bedtime.
It's way past everyone's bedtime.
Going to Uncle Brian and Aunt Julia's house, and we're going to all go to sleep now. So 3:20, we've made it.
You have arrived at your
Been a very
destination.
long time.
Your route guidance is now finished.
We're here.
Okay, we've woke up, we've emptied the car, and this is what we have. And half of them are of Sienna's cuddly toys because she wanted them all. And we've got the bimini there, we're going to wash it and clean it, and hopefully we'll have a boat to take it back to.